James Hinton. I agree with some of the comments from the previous speaker. I'm not for another hotel. I think after we got the Archer Hotel, we're going to have to let that sink in and really see what impact that has before we can see another 200 rooms coming on top of the Archer. It's not hard to get a hotel on First Street. We have the Andaz, the Archer's on its way, this location, so I don't think this is that sacred of a spot. Like I said, building a new building over there, I'm not against that. That sounds like new infrastructure. Let's get prevailing wage jobs. If you want to bring the fire department and police department and city departments together, I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is giving some banker 5% interest to do this. That is insane. They steal the money from the Federal Reserve using a Ponzi scheme we call fractional reserve lending. They get this money at virtually zero to turn around and sell us bonds, which, our graphs showed an extra $2.2 million for 30 years of taxes they're projecting. And you saw the dip in 2009. That dip was courtesy of the 2008 Wall Street derivatives crisis caused by Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers. And at the rate our current Congress is going, you can see it now, Tom Cotton's in the Senate. They want to cut our social safety net, increase military spending, and they've got the door set right now for another Wall Street bailout. All these derivatives are FDI insured, and after tax season, I don't say hold your breath, but we could be seeing another crisis pretty soon. Also, where would these hotels get their water? Right now, water is limited. We don't even know if it's going to be raining in the next 3 years. We don't know anything about the future tourism of the Napa Valley. We hope it's well, and I imagine it will be. But those interest rates that they're offering us at 5%, those suckers are pretty solid, aren't they? Whether it rains or not, we're going to be stuck. So the 5% and the debt service, I did the math, that comes out to payments of $89.4 million over the 30 years. For a $46 million and some odd dollar loan, that comes into $43 million of interest. That's about, $1.3 million a year. That means more than $100,000 per month. That puts you at about $3,000 a day in interest. Wouldn't you like to be the banker? You don't have to dig a ditch over there for the foundation. You don't got to check anybody in when the hotel's open. You just lay back and suck the life right out of the working man in the Napa Valley, taking his tax money and stealing it, thanks to the way the banks work in the financial oligarchy. So when we get limited resources and money, it is crucial we start investing into interest and not into interest, but into infrastructure. We have potholes, we have broken water mains, we have failing water management systems. We need to put our money into right now rebuilding those first. But I am for this project. Realistically, we could do them all together. If the Federal Reserve would open up a 0% credit window for public infrastructure. Okay, that's what the that's what the Federal Reserve is there for. It's to serve the needs of the United States economy, not just these financial oligarchs, okay? So we need to lobby Janet Yellen to open up a 0% credit stimulus window to rebuild the Napa Valley. We have much damage from the earthquake. Like we said, water infrastructure, water mains. Building new public buildings, that should be an option for Americans. And no central bank should benefit off of it with interest. This is infrastructure for Americans, and we should have 0% interest rates. Wall Street gets it. During the financial crisis, they had $27 trillion at 0%. What do we need, 100 million here to do some water in a new city hall, maybe Kennedy Park? That's nothing compared to what they give them. But to sit back and extend a loan, a debt service payment that somebody's going to make $43 million in the end for doing nothing is ridiculous.